Welcome back to our Scalar tutorial series. In this video, I will be continuing to demonstrate the process of creating a new project and customizing book pages in Scalar. In the last tutorial in our Scalar series, I led us through part 1 of creating a simple book and demonstrated the process of creating a new project and uploading media in preparation of creating pages. If you've not had the chance to check it out yet, I recommend pausing here and heading over to that tutorial for steps 1 and 2 of creating a new book with Scalar. Step 1, creating a new project, and step 2, uploading media. Today, we will be continuing on to steps 3 and 4, creating a new page and assembling a page, which includes going over your options for adding media to a page and how to apply that media to mix images and text. When you open Scalar, select the title of the book that you would like to add pages to. From the home page of your book, then click the Options icon, or that wrench icon in the top right-hand corner of the header bar, to access your book's dashboard. Once you're on the dashboard, you will be able to start adding pages to your book by opening up the Content tab. When you open the Content tab, the section for pages will likely already be open. If not, go ahead and select that drop-down menu in the upper left corner to open the Pages tab. From the bottom of the Pages screen, select Add New Page to begin to assemble the contents of your book. Now you should see this prompt where you're able to give your page a title, subtitle if you have one, and then insert the text that you want to use in your Scalar book. So I recommend already having a document with your writing prepared in it to copy and paste it into here, but you are also able to enter text directly into Scalar. But a classic word processing software will provide more editing options. Scalar offers some basic text editing functionalities like italics, bold, adjusting size, etc. But I would still recommend having that separate document for your writing and editing before proceeding with assembling your Scalar book. For my sample page here, I have the title, Introduction to the Digital Humanities Center, and have pasted text from the DH Center's website about advocating for the humanities in a digital age, so that you can see an example of how a few sections of text may look like on a Scalar page. Once you have given your page a title and text, click Save and View to see how your text is falling on the page in your reader view. After clicking the Save and View button, this is how the book is looking on our front end now that we've added text. Another way to make a page from here is to select the plus sign icon from the tools on the top right side of the dashboard. Selecting the plus sign icon from the header bar can be thought of as a shortcut to getting to that back end of your book. So if you're not already in your dashboard where it's easy for you to just click on Add New Page and keep working, you can just do this shortcut from your header bar, click on the plus sign icon, and it'll take you to the exact same prompt for you to fill out the information for your new page. When filling out the details of your new page, you will notice some additional editing features at the bottom of the screen, including examples of page layouts. The options in the general section of the selection menu are the most commonly used. Those are going to be the basic, image header, splash, and book slash options. In this sample project, we will be using the basic layout, which provides us a blank slate for adding and formatting our content. This layout allows us to freely mix the text and media as we add it to our book. And that brings me to step 4, assembling a page. Once you've created a page, it'll show up in the back end of your book under the Content tab of your project's dashboard. Open the page that you would like to add images to begin editing. Looking at the page that we made earlier by adding the title and text, we can start to customize it by adding media with the pencil icon on the top right of the screen. The pencil icon will grant us the ability to edit the current page that we're on. So far, we've only added text, so to make our page more visually compelling, I'm going to demonstrate how to embed images in your basic book layout. Now I'm going to briefly go over the meaning of these icons in your page editing interface. This will show you what options you have for adding media to a page in your book. From left to right, these icons represent the options to insert scalar media link, insert inline scalar media link, insert scalar note, insert inline scalar note, insert scalar widget link, insert inline scalar widget link, insert link to another scalar page, and insert external link. In this tutorial, we will be focusing on adding images to a page using the insert scalar media link and insert inline scalar media link options, which will give you a general idea of the difference between inserting objects into your text in general versus what it would mean to insert inline media, notes, and widgets. This demonstration will show you how to insert images in different ways. However, this will be the same basic process as adding any media that you've already uploaded in your project's dashboard to your text. Before I show you how to use both of these features, I do want to briefly explain the subtle differences between them. Insert Scalar Media Link links media to a highlighted word or phrase elsewhere on the page and cannot have text wrap around the image, whereas using Insert Inline Scalar Media Link means that the media stands on its own, or rather, it's not directly associated with any part of the text. There's also the additional option to create a new line for the media or wrap text around the media, which the other one doesn't have. First, I'm going to add an image with Insert Scalar Media Link. Highlight the text you would like to link an image, video, or document to, and then select the icon for Insert Scalar Media Link. This is the one that doesn't have the little lines around it. So go ahead and select an image from the media that you previously uploaded to the backend of your project during our last tutorial that you would like to associate with the text that you've just highlighted. When you select media to insert, you'll be given the options to customize the size of the image, how it interacts with the text, its alignment on the page, if there's a caption visible, and what that caption contains. For example, you may want your caption to just contain the title of the image, or you may want there to be an image description on the page to make it more accessible. But if folks want more details beyond that, they can also click on your image for information about the artist, the image's metadata, and whatever other information you choose to include in your book. So you can see the phrase that I initially highlighted here, the Digital Humanities Initiative, is blue and has this like thin blue dotted line going across under it. And if I hover over this, you'll see a box pop up that has a preview of the media that's been linked. And if you want to, if you're not super stoked about where you place this on your page anymore, it's very easy to edit. You can just go ahead and select the cog symbol over the preview, and then you can edit how and where this image is showing up on the page. So you can see here that when I hover over that text that says the Digital Humanities Initiative, it pulls up that little box. If I click on the cog, I can open up my image where I can see this is where I've uploaded the Digital Humanities Center entrance. And now I can adjust the size, alignment, if there's a caption showing. So in this case, I'm going to keep the size at medium. I want it to be aligned to the left. And then for the caption, I want to include both the title and description so that my readers can have a little more context about what it is that I'm linking to my text. Using the Insert Scalar Media Link option will show up on the front end like this. The text you selected will be linked to an associated media file present elsewhere on the page. This option may be useful, for example, for adding media that visualizes a part of your text, such as a map, graph, or an image of a person, place, or thing that you're referencing in that portion of your book. Next, let's try adding an image using the Insert Inline Scalar Media Link feature. In the text, locate where you want to insert your media, place your cursor there, and then select the icon to Insert Inline Scalar Media Link. And this is again that second blue icon, the one that has the little lines around the play button. Then from the media that you have uploaded, pick the object that you would like to appear in the section of the text that you've marked. So in this case, I'm going to select DHC logo. And for this one, I'm going to set the size as small. I have this extra option here. So now I get to choose text wrap, whether or not I want to wrap the text around the media or create a new line for the media. So I'm going to use wrap text so you can see what this looks like. Next is the alignment, which I'm going to set to the right side of my page. And I'm not going to include a caption for this one. This is just a logo. So this is not giving my readers any additional information by having a description or title. So I'm going to select none here. Then I'm going to hit continue to save it to my page. And now you can see it's not showing up exactly where I placed it yet. It's going to show up in the center of the page. So this is just a placeholder to say where in the text it's falling. In my case, I left the cursor next to San Diego. So that's why it's showing up in this kind of block between that and the next section of my text. Once you have that mix of text and media that you're happy with in the dashboard for your page, hit save and view from the bottom of your screen to see how it looks on the front end of your book. So here again, from the dashboard, I'm scrolling down, click on save and view, and here it is. You can see we have this mix of text and media. Now it's going to show up in that correct spot on the page too. So here's a side-by-side. Rather than being in that center in the placeholder position, now the logo is showing up aligned to the right side of the page. It's small, there's no title, etc. So now let's go over again what this difference is between the two. Here's the larger view of how the front end of the sample book looks so far with a mix of text and images. And notice how the image is uploaded using Insert Scalar Media Link versus Insert Inline Scalar Media Link appear a little bit differently in the book. As a reminder, these are examples of how the media formatting options differ for Scalar Media Link versus Inline Scalar Media Link, and how it impacts how images are displayed in your book. Insert scalar media links will not be directly attached to any section of the page. The option can be thought of more like a decorative element that serves its own purpose on the page, rather than an image that's intended to visualize a specific part of your text. And on the other side, in your book, clicking on a word or phrase that was highlighted when adding the image via insert scalar media link will direct readers towards the associated image by briefly highlighting the title of that media. In this example, when I click on the highlighted phrase, the Digital Humanities Initiative, the title of the image, the Digital Humanities Center entrance, appears over the picture. Then I can click on that piece of media if I further want to know the context of this image that I have linked. In this tutorial for creating a simple book, you've learned how to start a new project in Scalar, add images to your media dashboard, create a new page with text, and assign images to a page to make your work visually engaging. Join us in our next video in the Scalar tutorial series, where Andrea will demonstrate how to add videos, audio, and documents to your book to customize it even more. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you luck with editing.